Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back or welcome to my channel. Today's video is all about how to create an easy Halloween makeup look that looked like you tried really hard. So I got on a wig, I got my face dripping, and if you want to know how I did this video, then keep on watching. Alright, so to get started, again, this whole video is about how to make people think that you spent a lot of time on a Halloween look when you really didn't. So I am wearing a shirt, by the way. One of those things is to get a wig, which I know sounds kind of funny, but like a semi-decent wig, not like a Party City wig. I actually got this on Amazon and it is very high quality. The scalp is very like realistic and it has some clips everywhere. I wore this last year to work actually, and it was very comfortable, to be honest with you. So I recommend, I can leave the link down below of where I got this wig, but sometimes adding like a pretty bomb ass wig can also make it look like you tried a lot harder than you did. Okay, so the other thing that you're gonna need, and I did get these last year for some of my Halloween looks, I made a huge mistake, which please, it's not too late. You can get all of these on Amazon, but I made the mistake last year of using like paint from Michael's and it didn't really blend well on my skin. So for it to look like you tried a little bit harder than you did, buy like good ingredients or good paint. So I used the Mehron, I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce it, but I used this brand of paint. And I really liked it. It's like clown paint. I did use it on a look with black last year, so I am gonna have to like, you know, take that off the top, but that's okay. The other thing that really makes a look kind of cool and crazy and people are like, what the hell? I got Liquid Skin, so same company. This is what Desi Perkins used on her Melting Skull video like 3 years ago, and this is what I bought. It worked amazing, and I'll kind of show you guys the process of how to use this. You can't squirt it right out of the bottle. It doesn't work like that. So I'll kind of take you guys and show you how to apply this on your face. Other than that, you just need a few paint brushes, and for this look, you're good to go. All right, so this look is really simple. Again, we're not doing anything too lit. So a few of the inspirations, obviously James Charles did this last year, I believe it was. Or maybe 2 years ago now, I don't even remember. But I found this one on Instagram, that's the inspo. I do not know who this girl is, but the melting face. Again, kind of basic-ish. A ton of people don't do this every year. It's not like being like a mermaid or a cat or something like that. And it's really not that hard because from here up is just your normal daily makeup routine. And maybe if you don't wear a lot of makeup on a regular basis, you can like spice it up a little bit, you know, like do a little bit more glam on the eyes or whatever you want to do. But it's really simple because you're doing what you're already used to doing. So yeah, I am going to go ahead and get started on that aspect of it. The easiest way to do it is to kind of sketch out like where you're gonna put the white. So I'm gonna look at that picture one more time and just kind of decide how far up I want the white to go. She has it kind of like uneven, which I kind of like, so it's not just like a straight line. So kind of like the tip of your nose around, and obviously the skin is gonna melt down, so it's a little bit different. So just so I don't do foundation too low, I am gonna go ahead and take the paintbrush into this and kind of just draw like a white line where I will stop doing my makeup. So we'll go ahead and do that now. Okay, so the hair is pulled up, and I'm gonna go in with, what size paintbrush do I want? I'll just take like this little angled brush, kind of looks like an eyebrow brush, and sketch out, oh my god, I have like wig hair everywhere. Sketch out where I am gonna put the white. So it's a very thick paste. It's not like runny paint, it's more like a paste paint, which is really nice because you can really cover like a lot of skin. I'm also gonna be looking in my mirror right here. Oh my god, I forgot how thick this was. So this part will all be makeup. And then I'm gonna do it somewhat uneven. I don't want it to be like exactly the same. So we'll still do the bridge of the nose. And maybe I'll go up a little bit and then down. Not like a massive difference, but like a little bit different. So the melting is, I want the melting to be different. And then cut this one higher. And then we'll do white from down here. What I'm gonna do really quickly is while I have this like white, I'm just gonna like blend it out. All right, so that's gonna be our base. Basically what I'm gonna go do now, and I'm not gonna do it on camera. I'll maybe do a little bit on camera, but I'll do the foundation part on camera. We are going to do this part of my face normally, and then we'll end up painting kind of like all of this at the end, which is gonna be a commitment. So, all right, hang tight, I'll be right back. All right, so it also is getting kind of cold here, so I'm like just gonna put on my little sweater. Okay, so to do the foundation, you obviously just have to be semi-precise. It's nothing crazy. I'm not even gonna put primer on just because, you know, I'm not going anywhere. So it's like an unnecessary kind of step. You only really need a tiny bit because half your face is now being white out. So I think that should be plenty. I normally go in with my fingers, but for precision, I'm actually going to use a foundation brush. So the one that I'm going to be using is actually the concealer end of the Heavenly Luxe It Cosmetic brush. I just feel like I can get like a good grip on there, and that's what's important. I'm also going to be using my, oh hello, intimate moment, beauty room sneak peek, my Marc Jacobs bronzer mirror, so I can get a good up close view. So I'm just gonna start towards the bottom, tracing right next to that line, and pretty much just do this over my entire face. I am going to glam up my eyes a little bit more than just my normal eyeliner. So there's a little something special to the look. Doing it that way is really easy. I got a very close. That allowed me to get right up to the white paint. Spread that out a little bit. And the good thing is, even if you do get some on the white paint, everywhere that where the white and the foundation meet, that will all be liquid skin anyways. So that part doesn't have to be like super neat, but using a tiny brush is very easy right now. It's not giving me any problems. And per usual, going in with my beauty blender, just airbrush it out. All right, onto concealer. So this is kind of like a get ready with me Halloween tutorial at this point, but for concealer, I am going to be using the Fenty Beauty concealers, which I love. I'm shade 185, and then I am going to also be using the e.l.f. Camo Concealer in shade Light Peach. This is very white, but I am going to like kind of blend them together just to help me give a little bit of that extra like glam look under the eye, super snatched. So put a little bit there, a little bit as I, why do I always do that? And then a little bit on top with the Camo Concealer because it's so light. All right, and then we're just gonna blend this in and start contouring because I don't want this video to be a lot about the makeup because that's not what it's about. Okay, so now that the concealer is all blended out, I am going to go in with my ever so favorite, tried and true Too Faced Translucent Setting Powder. This stuff is the business. So we're just going to set under the eyes and move on to the brows, which I will do off camera. I'm just gonna dust that powder off. I have very dry skin, so I don't bake. I just set and move on. All right, so that took 10 years, it felt like. I did a kind of fall inspired smoky eye. So now that we did that, you guys can see it is just my face at the top. So now we're gonna start painting. Again, I have on a shirt. I have my paint, and then I have like a little soy sauce jar of water. The paint is so thick. I'm hoping that if I use a little bit of water, it will help. So we're just gonna dip into that, get started. I don't know if I'm supposed to use water with this. I can't remember, but it doesn't matter. Oh my God, it's so thick. I'm like, can I use my fingers with this or what? Okay, I am like just dipping into the water bowl right now, and that is definitely helping, just like right on the brush, and then dispersing it out. If you do decide to recreate this look, be mindful of what you're gonna wear, because you will have to paint your body to the neckline of whatever outfit you're choosing, so that could take a little while. Into the water with just the brush and like kind of spreading it out is helping a ton. This stuff is so thick and it will last you like many years if you need white paint for Halloween, because a little bit goes a long way when you disperse it with the water, y'all. Depending on your nose, you may have to get like up in your nostril, which is what I'm doing, because otherwise you will see it. That will be hard to get out later, but do it for the gram. All right, time to do the lips. This is the part that I hate the most. I hate painting my lips, even though I wear lipstick every single day. Is this non-toxic? I don't know. Okay, so with the liquid skin, you cannot heat it up. So the trick is to get a bowl of very hot water and let it kind of sit in the hot water for a few minutes. You may have to dump it out and do it again, but that is the best way to warm up the liquid skin, because it does not come out easily and you cannot microwave it. So all right, so while I waited for the glue to warm up, I did paint the rest of my neck for the Instagram. All right, so the glue is ready. The biggest trick to this, or the biggest, not trick, the biggest tip for this is to have a crappy towel that you do not care about in your lap, and kind of like up your back, because this drips everywhere. And so just make sure that you have something in your lap to catch the glue. Let's get started. You want to start the glue right on the edge of where the face paint and your makeup start. Like that. And then just let it kind of run. You can kind of like maneuver where it goes a little bit. We're getting there, we're getting there. See what I mean? Part of that was water, actually. But you just have to squeeze the bottle pretty hard. Here we go. Come on, little guy. Also, be kind of careful because this glue can come out hot. So just make sure you don't burn yourself. And then you just start to pick where you want them to drip. So as I figure that out, we'll keep going. Sometimes the nose ones are the hardest, so I'm gonna try to get those going. And you kind of want to let that one drip off the towel because you don't want it to run down your nose, you know what I mean? Like into your nostril. It will naturally, it's starting to move. So just be mindful and like kind of let it do its thing. Off. But you need to make sure it connects from the makeup. That's what makes it look so realistic, is the fact that it's like coming down from your face. Let that one drip over my lip. But this towel is saturated, so I didn't know that the first time I did this. So you're welcome for the pro tip. And then you can also like just do like a line. I don't want that in my mouth. But that one's going in my mouth. Make it look more like the foundation is melting, you know? Up my nose. Also, you can paint your foundation like over these drips if it's not the right shade to kind of make it look even more realistic. Now with these drips, I am going to paint them a little bit with my foundation and a tiny little brush that looks like this to help it blend in. I'm going to put my foundation in a little soy sauce jar. You guys, the liquid skin does feel very weird. I will just tell you that in advance. But, you know, eventually you get used to it. It doesn't taste that bad, though. Kind of tastes minty, almost. When it is dry is when you can go in with the foundation. It takes a little while, so I am going to take a blow dryer to my face, pro tip, and that will help expedite the process. All right, so they're jelly enough right now to go in with the foundation. Perfect. Also, the blow dryer will help with the face paint drying as well. Much better. This side without. Without. Pretty cool, right?